We are at the city below, right in front of where we want to be. Let's get right into it. I'm exhausted, so this is silly. Oh! I should not have thought that I was going to fail this part. Pillar of Jor. By the way, hello. This is Esoteric Ed. If you don't know what this is, start from the beginning. I have a series on my channel. Your gloved hand presses against the surface. You find the will to listen, to bear the burden of that solemn voice. Close your eyes and pray, silently mumbling the same words as always to your God, to your people, and this great city. It fades. The voices grow not in size, but in numbers. Some of them join in your prayer. Some dismiss it. Some hate it. Before you, a dark landscape stretches, covered in the bodies of the damned and the waiting, their souls on display for judgment and callous sorting. Among them, you see one face turn to look at you. At first you believe it to be him. Then you understand, as the man who appears to be both younger and older gives you the kind of look of regret a father would have on seeing the return of a lost child. He turns to face the stairs. You watch him go again, again. Your heart is racing, blood pumping. You get a grip. The vision has faded. Whatever you saw, it quickly disappears deep into your skull. The pillar does not whisper here, it screams. Go down, further down. You understand plainly. There is more to this pillar you need to investigate. In time and further below. One more. Alright, here I am. Okay. We sent our friend back home. Oh, where's this? Oh right, this is where we came from the first time? I better make sure that I don't get lost. It feels like this might be bad. Hmm. 50 inches. 2 meters. Yeah, whatever that means. Point is, it's not super high. Could scuff you badly. What kind of man, no, what kind of hero cannot step down a slightly uneven stone slab? An esoteric tingle leads you astray. What's going on? I need this. Maybe this. Probably this. Even at disadvantage, I think I can do this. No. Oh! Yes, I did it! Barely. Taking a careful step onto the stone, you begin your descent. Keeping your balance in check, you shift your weight appropriately. Smart thinking, using your dexterity instead of brute force. This is the wise choice. Your feet find perches, stable, controlled. You are at the bottom of the step. Let's go. What's in here? Nice. Someone up the ledge. There's grunts echoing down the chamber along the sound of iron against stone. A dwarf? Down here? Clear your throat. Clear your throat much louder. Huh? Look, Romulus, we've got an official visiting. If that doesn't make us official, I don't know what will. Nice. Huh. Is that a rust monster? Rust monster, the dwarf appears friendly with it. How strange. Oh yes, very correct, but no worries. He's very kind. The dwarf then mumbles to himself when he's fed. Ominous. What are you doing here? Oh, me? You know. A dwarf's gotta have a job, a hobby. Let me introduce myself. I'm Axel Madson, a dark dwarf. Derogatory term for underdwarfs. Or as they prefer, underdwarf. Grey-skinned and fairy-dyed dwarves who mostly live amongst the undercoast. They originate from powerful elementals known as Azers. Pleasure to meet you. You were a Norwegian cleric, I assume. I'll be damned. Oh, not sure what it means, but it sounds expensive. Well, I'm what you can call a historian with ambition. As he says it, the orange beast sends an echoing hissing noise down the chamber. Exactly, Homulus. We're here on an expedition of grand proportions. To find the legendary missing mine, Tolamon, or of Tolling Kato. That sounds like a quest. Oh yes, indeed. But just to be clear, I'm not sharing the spoils just like that. Fair enough. Treasure is earned. So here's the deal. I'm in trouble. His pet makes a loud belching noise, right? He mumbles and gives the monster a pat on the back. You want to help, friend? Help a strange? That's how fools are robbed. I might help if I have time. Fair. You see, there are two strange ruins in the city, in this section of the city below the city. The city below the city, the vast ruins found underneath Norvik. Most define it as parts of the city not yet civilized, although there is a legal definition set in place for each individual district. He points to the statue. White Mane ruins before the dwarves and humans, even trolls, displaced was ruled by cats. The theory goes the snails of Tulin had an esoteric mine not far from the Pillar of Jor, the mines of Tulamon, a place of thick veins of endlessly growing amber and platinum, endless treasure. But the walking god of Whitemane, for whatever reason, sealed it shut at some point, according to legends. Sealed esoterically, probably, since we can't seem to locate it. Esoteric seals can be broken with the right knowledge, or with Moscow. Flex. So there is ancient snail folk and then slightly less ancient cat folk who built cat stuff on top of the snail stuff? Exactly. So you're looking for it? Oh yes, I'm not alone in this, of course, but my research has shown me clear indications that these two ruins below Tostad are more or less unexamined, at least by skilled hands. So what's the problem? There is no problem with this site, but I am almost finished here, and I am unable to gain access to the second Whitemane ruins. Because that's inside, yes, the halfway bridge tribe territory. And they are very unwilling to allow a dwarf like me past. Those goblins have hired a British bugbear as a guard. Horrid creature. But you're a cleric. If you can get access to the territory, then please hit south. Through the damp high caverns, there should be a Whitemane ruin at the end, a shrine, probably marked by a bunch of feline symbols. Just look for big cats, essentially. What do you want me to do there? All you need to do is tell me if you find a symbol of a sun or two blades. Sun, the light of the day? Yes, thank you, intelligence. The great source of power that moves alone across the sky over the day. It follows a different pattern of movement in each band and with different intensities. In a skinny, it is small and moves quickly. Either of those, then report to me, if you are able and if you have time. Wish I could do it myself, darn those goblins. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, friend. What do you know about the tea shop? It's a type of cafe. You know, they serve tea and other drinkables. Sometimes they even have pastries. I love cardamom treats. How long have you been down here? About a week by now. Takes time to set up a secure perimeter. A week alone in the city below? He really isn't expected this. No wonder that he's giving us the time of day also. So you don't know about the tea shop that exploded? Exploded? I know that the election was bad enough as it is. Now they've even got exploding tea shops. Novik is in trouble indeed. Oh well, can't help you there, friend. Why are your eyes glowing? Haven't you met too many underdwarves, have you? Look, I don't have too much time, but really, once I'm done here, I can talk all you want. I have a bunch of personal questions for you, maybe later. Okay. Tavern, good place to extract information. Good look down there. What's this? Dexterity, one goofy looking cat. I don't think it's... Oh right, level advancement. I don't think it is goofy. I think it's very charming. I'm going to... Add a point in Constitution. And finish. And I need to get out of here. Oh, I forgot to behold him. Oh, dexterity. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I'm good at dexterity right now. Nope. Not engage. Behold. Never mind. Let's get up. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I only had to do that roll once. Can do a bunch of second level spells, but no first level spells just yet. What about this? I can just look at it. Okay. Let's get up here. Hello. It's dark. Okay, this is getting better. But maybe not worth it while I'm in the state that I am. Oh, great. Thank you. I need to figure out a place to sleep or maybe some more stuff to do. What the fuck is that? Oh wow! Just like that, huh? Well, that was useful. What's this? Yeah, I bet it. This is not a walkway. This is... Yeah, don't worry. I won't slip, fall to my death. Huh. Hello? The drunk Sphinx, huh? I'm not... You do. How much though? Don't go overboard. She's an artist. They are rich. It's not very likely that she's rich. 10 crowns sounds good. A good amount. Oh, thanks, cleric. She's stunning it. Hey. She's frightened by the Earth Guard clockers. Can I request a song? No. Take your time. Don't dance, it... Okay, here we go. Sphinx! Wow! That's a lot to drink. Oh, let's change things a little bit. Sphinx are very cool. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Do I have anything more for wisdom? Doesn't seem so. Oh fuck. A lull falls out of the ambient cheer. Just a beat of uncertainty as the cleric steps before the tavern's singular attraction. This happens all the time. Visitors come to gawk and stare. Some brave ones speak with her. The lady of the house, our most delightful host. I thought that sphinxes had, chests. But I think I know why they are missing. Towering, you stare at this somewhat feline creature up on the stage, a living myth, currently taking a swig out of a barrel, clearly not paying you any mind. Antisyllapsia. The scent of sheep wine lingers in the air, along with an esoteric sensation. Ah, that's a man sphinx. A gyno sphinx. Is it gyno? No, gyno is female. That's a woman sphinx. A gyno sphinx is not to be trifled with. Her physical characteristics are enough to crush everything that is you. Gyno sphinx. A monstrous being often found undertaking missions for the gods, a feminine force capable of seeing through time and space, collector of ancient lore and dispenser of riddles, known to task mortals to uncover their true worth. However, she will not have to raise a paw for a magical prowess. Could exile you from Jor's realm in an instant. Tread carefully. Give her a deep bow and don't say anything. Good, treat her like a cat. Let her speak first. The Sphinx looks down at you, meeting her glowing blue blaze makes you feel like you're falling far, far below the world. There are eras of wisdom behind those eyes. Her expression turns dark. Dark tidings bring you to the hearth. She speaks low and rolling. You see a hint of chaos in her movements, unfocused. A helmeted dog dragging its leash around the vestige of Jor. She stands a paw, thinketh as your arm, and pokes you in the stomach. Woof. I think she's a little drunk, but let's indulge her. Woof. Her expression grows lighter, and then she lets out a deep breath. Smells like an old basement full of booze. She liked that, somehow. You've appeared witty to her. I have So many questions for you. The massive cloud taps in boredom. Then ask, little one, see if you spark my interests. Do you give out riddles? Certainly. Are you ready? Just like that? What? Did you think it was some exclusive club? I figured you only give riddles to those who earn it. A riddle reveals it is a tool, not a gift. She finishes the last bit of her parable and put it down with a slam. Then the Sphinx leaned in, hissing. Once I had the sun's favor, my creed clink close the wall. Matured in shadows, I've witnessed empires rise and fall. Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. She raises her paw and gestures to the open chamber. Yet I remain a draught of remembrance, a history straw. What am I? Easy. Oh. A lovely poem about a life's journey, how time changes how even the simplest grape. How many guesses do I get? Hopefully none. But you are allotted one answer. Can I think about it for a bit? No. Answer now or never. Damn it! I walked right into that one. Nope. Focus your mind to come up with something, anything that could answer to the riddle. Something old and time-worn, that was once in the light, then lived in the shadows for a long time before it became popular again. What could it be? You only get one shot, so make it count. Can I hear the riddle again? Once I had the sun's favor, my creed clung close to the wall. Matured in the shadows, I've witnessed empires rise and fall. Very old! Once left in silence, now the life of the ball. Currently popular. Yet I remain a drought of remembrance, a history straw. Isn't that a sphinx? Isn't that a sphinx, actually? I gotta think about this. Okay. Let's look around. Please do not think about the riddle instead. All day, every day, the Sphinx watches people in a volatile sea drink their worries away. Wait. Wait. Okay. The vine of a grape clings close to things like walls. When you make wine, they mature in the darkness, even though at first you need to grow them in the sun. They remain in the dark for a long while, and then they are drunk, you know, in parties. Okay, yeah, a drought, which is a kind of what you talk about drinks, right? Wine. Wine? She gives you an intense stare. Yeah, wine. Moses picks up a new barrel of wine. She pops the cork open. Wine. Yes, that is very correct, little one. Wonderful job. Another riddle solved. Huzzah! Since you are so amazing, would you be interested in a quest? Absolutely, 100%. She gives you a serious expression. Accepting a divine quest from a sphinx is no trifling matter, mortal. In fact, few would survive such an ordeal. A quest, indeed. Behind me stands a vault. It opens only to those worthy. To prove me worthy, you must solve my most ancient riddles. So old that it was handed to me when I first stepped inside this chamber millennia past. So what exactly is this Sphinx quest? This is a riddle, the answer of which is not uttered in words, but revealed by actions. She goes quiet and closes her eyes. Just listen. Found within the arcane flare, twin tongues of flame that scorch the air. She takes a breath, revealing a wicked grin. Brewed deep within the earth, a primal string to show your worth. Then she leans in, almost whispering those final words. Falcon gods and showing herds, a man divine alone holds his words. Okay. So we need an arcane spell, a primal spell done by a divine man, which is the cleric. Tongues. Third level in tongues. Divination spell which grants a target the ability to understand all languages, and for the target's speech to be understandable by any sentient listener. I love riddles, but I will have to think about this one. The answer is not something you can speak. She uses a massive claw to draw something from her pile of stuff and tosses it to you. Once you understand this riddle, return here and only solve it during daytime alone. We wouldn't want anyone else accidentally figuring out this riddle, would we? The Sphinx chuckles. I never sleep, so you can show up anytime after sunrise, before the tavern opens. Sounds like this could lead to one hell of a treasure. Hold on. What are you voting in this election? I'm not. What? Why? I could not leave the vote, I'm afraid. Even if it was my business to live and imprint on the affairs of mortals. If you can't live here even for a minute or two? I could, but that would break my divine quest. Understandable, you cannot do that, ever. I would not have expected a mortal to understand. Interesting. If you could leave, what would you vote? Oh, I don't know. She points to the cloud. What would you have me vote for if you were in my shoes? The Asgals, they will make the city fair and equitable. Ah, yes, a bunch of failed revolutionaries will surely make the best choice to safeguard the future. Ah, I'm an Asgalist. Great. She gives you a knowing smile. She knows more than you ever learned. The Sphinx obviously does not hold any clear political ideal. Okay, good to know. I'll be going now. Thank you, Sphinx. So, first let's behold with wisdom. That wasn't too bad. Lawful good, level 14! Monstrosity? Thousands of years spent guarding a hole in reality. Remember, her perception is beyond your ability to convince. A day is a fleeting moment unless you make it memorable. A Gino thinks giving out riddles, a woman searching for something, anything, even remotely interesting about these scurrying immortals. Why else allow them into her lair like this? She's not being exploited. Whatever deal she struck with the Tavern Keep, this beast of Jar could break it at any moment. None of them hold any power over her, yet she cannot leave. Resentment. Anyone sane, even with a sliver of mortal understanding, would feel resentment after being stuck in one spot for millennia. Oses, this oh so powerful creature, feels a hint of resentment for her masters. Perhaps that's why she entertains these fleeting moments. If I am going to flirt with her, I need to bring up the charisma. Here we go. And this is dexterity, not charisma. Oh, charisma. Ooh. Charisma. Maybe this. What else can raise my charisma? Ooh, this. This can raise my charisma. And I think that's all that I can do for myself. I can certainly not wear the Eventail. That's not wise. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is good. This is way good. Alright. Little one. You are a very impressive creature, you know that? She taps her claw. Where are you going with this, little one? Oh boy, get ready to run. That's not going to work. But I can try. No. Well, this isn't really surprising, but you have no idea where to take this next. The Guinness thing sips on the wine and gives you a side eye. Well, nope, I got nothing. She laughs. Not surprising. Do you really want to woo her? How would this even work logistically? The purple one is correct. You should go home to your mother and cry, then sleep for 27 hours, then not leave in your room for another week. than be unemployed for 6 months. That seems more suitable. Little one, I don't know if you are sobbing or having a fit, but please focus. Do you wish to ask for something else? What's that door behind you? Nothing, but it's clearly something. Oh, how perceptive of you, little one. She holds up a paw as if presenting a prize. Behind me lays but one divine vault of minis. She lowers her head slightly in a tiny bow. I am its protector. It's really not more complicated than that. What do you know about the tea shop? It startled me, which is not an easy thing to do. I do imagine you're quite close to it. Yes, an explosion like that has not been felt in this place for decades, at least. Understandable. Yes, it reminded me of our darkness, what people call the Fade Era. Fade Era, the second out of 5 eras, when Jar went silent, and the ancient terrors were slowly replaced by those in charge today. This is when humans first arrived, for example. It was a time just before I was tasked with guarding this vault. Then the mollusca Tolencato often bargained with me for divine knowledge and assistance. I liked those nails, they were good company. I was saddened with their city melted under Isuf's fire. Isuf, the Red Dragon of Ascan. His rise to power through trickery and betrayal is legendary, as is his falls to Abacus, the half-wit, and the Mist Titan. Rumors say his spirit still haunts the ever-lit burned coast to this day. Titan, term for gigantic creatures who first inhabited and shaped Jar's hell. Abacus the Half-Wit, that's an interesting name. The crackling of those flames, the terrible force that ruined everything in its path. Flames of many colors. Memories of beasts in the days of Jar. Those thoughts stirred in me when I felt the explosions. Old magic. Do you think it was dragonfire that caused the explosion? No, I do not. It was much too concentrated of a blast. Besides, a dragon large enough to cause such destruction would also surely not be capable of sneaking away without a single witness. Could someone have used fireball to cause the explosion? The Sphinx shrugs. I've seen more than a fair share of those in my time. Seems like everyone uses it. A third level fireball would not come close to this power. What about higher level fireball? She shrugs. It would have to be very high. So who knows? But I'm sure you'll figure it out. Flames of many colors? Blue, yellow, and purple. It is said that if you can see purple, it will be the last thing you do. Either from blinding or merciful death. You've been here since the Fade Era? There were excursions early on, but yes, a bit over a millennia ago. I feel bad for you. This is my purpose. Just like I'm sure you have yours. That's awesome. Thank you? Question mark? Tell me about Iso. I do prefer not. His terrible reign is a topic left out of polite conversation. Whenever you see the flaming mounds upon the burned coast lit up in smoke and cinder, you will know his will has not gone away. Not for a moment. That's all for now. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll be going now. Thank you, Great Sphinx. An old well. Approach the old well. It's dry and very deep. Look down the well. You only see darkness. Is this a wishing well? No. I wish I was the greatest knight in all of Ascany. Nothing happens. He's making fun of you. Leave. Oh, that's her. Hello there. It would be something akin to 1,000 a move, standard fare really. Obviously all my proprietary deals would have to be included in that. Obviously. Which would make it more akin to double that price, at least. The workwoman places her cup on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman behind the counter gives her a wide, sharp grin. Vera turns to leave, walks right into you. Whoops! Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I can't stop to chat. Swing by Water Lane later, will you? As the work steps past you and leaves the tavern, you look over to the woman behind the bar. She locks eyes with you while putting away the orc's cup. Now that was interesting. Rage. Behind the counter stands a woman of fiendish origin, focused on filling up on one of the taps. She immediately stops when she notices your approach. A tiefling, a folk with demonic or devilish blood in their veins, often featured such as horns, tail, red or blue skin colors, and various esoteric abilities. Demon, chaotic evil fiend, they are mostly bloodthirsty monsters and rage-crazed barbarians falling out of high G. But some of their more civilized spawn do reign in the cities and realms surrounding the Endless Maw. High Shi, one of the 8 bands along the coast, means either growing maw or into the air in Abyssal. A deeply cursed jungle hellscape filled with volcanic rivers, flesh-eating insects, and murderous plants. Once an elven sanctuary, now home to demonic warlords, thieving cities, and celestial crusaders. Excuse me, I had to cough. Welcome to the Drunk Sphinx. My good lord, the cleric. How lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you her full attention. Name is Rixbitter. I'll be serving you tonight. This woman is a perfect rub of information. Pick her brain. I am the cleric of Norvik. The cleric? Oh my! You carry the weight and pride of a true cleric. Aren't you a catch? You're the tavern owner? How do you have a bunch of information that could help me in my quests? Sure. What do you know about the tea shop? It blew up. She looks shocked. Sigh deeply. She gives you a quick shrug. Wasn't there? Not usually on toasted over noontime. I'm more of a night gal, obviously. So I'm not much help, sadly. I've heard the regular. But I can recommend talking to the kid at the kiosk upstairs. His brother comes here often and I overheard him talking about it. Yes, I spoke with Arn. Great. Hope you didn't scare him too much. Kidding. Tell me about the owner of the tea shop. Drummer? He's a real piece of work. Like, I'm impressed that he kept that tea shop afloat for so long, but look, I just know the rumors. Okay? Just tell me. Drummer kept the tea shop full of Asgalists, mostly young ones, but supposedly he'd been working with the freestylers on the side, like some kind of spy. Could you imagine? Where do you think he's at? Well, I do remember him mentioned of something of a escape plan sometime. That sounds very relevant. The beard was shrunk, okay? Muttered something about covering every liability, and how his escape plan was. Look, I thought it was a bad joke, but he said from what I can recall that the plan was to sneak into a crate and ship himself to Reeds. Idiotic. He'd have to survive for weeks in a tiny cramped space. That's ridiculous. That wouldn't work, would it? She shrugs. Drunken ramblings. If I were you, I'd check Water Lane. Do you know anything about an elf on Toastad? An elf on Toastad. You go up the hill, you might find some. Near the Elysian Embassy, of course. In the Palace District, but not here. Don't get elves here often? In 3 years, we've never had an elf here. Alright, another topic. It's very unwise to to tell her about the thing that we want to keep secret. What are you voting in the election? That's a cheeky question. Don't worry, I'll not repress your political opinions. Promise? Promise. You've made this woman very happy. Early on, I thought about voting for the agricultural party. They had a big focus on small business owners, that's me. But obviously they've moved over to bigger worker class focus and are now completely saddled by Asgalism. So now I'm leaning towards the freestylers. They want to build up the economy and increase trade, which will directly make my life so much easier. Plus it's hard to ever vote for the nationalists when they want my kind to be second class citizens. Yeah, fuck fascism. Holy shit, hell yeah. Why not vote green? We agree on something, do not vote fascism, but why not green? She holds up a hand and gives you incredulous looks. I like to keep my profits, duh. You like the agricultural party? Liked. They had a neat manifesto, okay? Freedom of movement and business type shit. Why would more trade make your life easier? Toastad already a hotbed for travelers coming from all around the coast. If the tariffs are lowered, especially between Ridgetian cities, you'll be seeing twice as much traffic on Water Lane. That means twice as many patrons. I might even have to expand. That's out the politics for now. Okay. Do you know a man called Frank, son of Frank? Your question causes her to let out a hearty laugh. No, sorry, I'm afraid I haven't. Sorry, cleric. She cannot help you. She probably gets 100 people using that name during any given week. What's the hot goss, as they say? Suddenly stops cleaning the counter and stares at you, wide-eyed, confused. Excuse me. No, I'm asking, She tosses the cloth over her shoulder. You want rumors? Yes, please. Well, have you heard about the missing paladin? That's a bit of a mystery. Lord Gorm is said to have gone missing in the city below, although really it's just rumors. Lord Gorm, the last anointed paladin of Earth. One of the original faces of party of Norvik. He went missing months ago, and many believe he has abandoned his post. He's the last paladin. Sure. I don't know much, to be completely honest, but if I were you, I wouldn't get my hopes up. Did he wear a helmet? Oh no, never actually. He always showed off those golden locks. Guess his proclivity for vanity very much surpassed your own, cleric, she says with a playful smile. What does he look like? Big guy of guard-like outfit, but with more gold. Not the type you do like to arm wrestle. Other than that, green eyes, blonde long hair. A fancy nobleman in armor, got it. You know him? I've handed drinks a few times, so sure I know him. Ever hear him say anything suspicious? She laughs. Look, drunkards say all kinds of shit. Can't read too much into it. What do you hear? Mostly a bunch of ranting about how every single political entity in the city should be burned to the ground. Some typical pro-human slogans. You know this stuff. So Lord Gorn is a fascist. Got it. I hope you told him to shut his mouth. Oh, I gave him some snark, I did. You know where I could find him? I've kind of humorist cleric. Either he's cracked under the pressure and started living as a fisherman or begged on Waterlane, or he's died in the tunnels below, fighting undead abominations, or he's jumped on a ship to Moo Town. Maybe Lord Gorn wants to head out into the infinite wastes through the Toll Pass. Either way, I don't think you're going to find him, cleric. But maybe there's some clues as to his fate somewhere here on Toastad. Who knows? Thank you for the information. What's up with the that's Oza's great gal. She's a Gino Sphinx. She's been here since like early gate era. But good looking, getting more than that out of her. She always drinks this much? Yeah, that's the only reason this place stays open. She lets us all hang around her sacred chamber. In return, I get her pumped on some river wine. Cost-wise, it's not that much worse than regular city rent. How many people have solved one of her riddles? 2. She smirks. That I know at least. One was a bit more discreet than others. However, I promised it to keep a secret, so... Tell me who solved it. She's almost desperate to spill the beans. Nice. Fine, but promise not to tell anyone. The first one sort of a myth these days, but it was, dear God, good cleric, Earth. Earth solves the Sphinx trial? I wasn't here to witness it, of course, but that's what Olzes told me. And you can't trust the ancient. And if you can't trust the ancient Genofings, then who can you trust? The second. A year ago, I caught a certain fellow entrepreneur having a chat with Olzes, and I ended having a glimpse of their convo. It was Visken, you know, the local mortician. Olzes won't talk about it, but she totally solved all of her riddles and got something in return. No idea, but hey, you didn't hear from me, she says and winks. I heard her riddle. I think we all did, but good luck. Not often she gives out personal puzzles like that. It means one thing. Olzes want to put you to the test, so to speak. Thanks for telling me about the Sphinx. That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. I see. Bow for hire. Yeah. He wants to kill you. Oh, cool. Let's talk. He's glaring at you. Didn't I see you at Pillar Crossing? Keep staring at him. Glass him. Okay, I am not... Okay, I need to check something. Okay, yeah, I know what glassing makes. Just... that is a reference, I assume, to the Telltale games about a certain detective, Wolf Among Us, or something like that. So let's not do that. What about this guy? Oh, Bob. Needs help, professional help. He's a fucking fable. He's a extreme stereotype. I needed to raise my dexterity real fucking quick and my wisdom. Okay. Wisdom. Charisma. Dexterity. Key items, dexterity, strength. I'm so very weak, but hey. The lanky goblin cracks up when he sees you walk by. Hey, cleric! He glances around the room conspicuous. He's making sure you're alone. I'm smarter. You need a tour? New to Toastad? You look like a palace guy, aren't you? His sentences are not grammatically correct. I don't need a tour. He nods as if not listening to you at all. Tour is totally free though. It will take like an hour and will show you all the cool stuff and takes a step towards you. I don't believe you. This is clearly As you speak, the goblin attempts to reach for your pocket, not carefully, not with any kind of subterfuge. The boy goes for it. He's by God's ass, what is this kid doing? A sad case. He's clearly desperate. But you should let him have it? No. Stop him. No. It is illegal to be a criminal in Norvik. Actually, I just realized I forgot to lock my apartment. Bye. Only if that sprint wasn't interrupted by tripping over his own feet and falling face first into the rocks beneath him, right at your feet. Is he fucking dead? A few heads appear to turn in the room, but no one is doing anything. This must happen often. Is that funny or sad? Looked at his hand to see if he got away with anything. Gravel. Just gravel. Is this... Do you want with gravel in your pouch? How? How the fuck did he manage even get anything of value? Not even get anything of value. This must be the worst thief in the coastal story. Cast cure wounds on him. Quickly say the right word and tap the goblin head. He jokes awake. Where am I? The drunk sphinx. He meets your gaze and turns around on the ground. His eyes go wide. Within half a second, the goblin is already on his feet, rushing for the exit, leaving your precious pocket gravel on the ground behind him. Wait, I didn't lose a spell slot? Yes, that's quite strange. The common wounds you cast appear to have gone through. However, some esoteric force caused your spell slot not to be spent. Must be some god watching over you. Those petty bastards tend to do that. Okay, great. Well, that was weird. I'm so sad that I didn't have this happen with a certain goblin by my side. Maybe I should try to go the fuck to sleep, or somewhat. What's this? Strange rod? See them spinning as per usual, except one of them there's something stuck. You see a rod. Fancy thing, decorated. How did it end up there? Derek Effort in strange stream. It appears you've spotted something interesting. The design is quite easy to spot among mass-produced arcane-era magic items. Immovable rod? Yes. Are they rare? No, uncommon. Though they can be quite useful as long as the esoteric forces upon them have not waned. Wouldn't it be dangerous to try to grab it? You could die, yes. But might be worth it, maybe? I got full health. Didn't even need it. Didn't even need to waste my health. Reach out, leaning as far as you can go. You get it. Movable rod. The hard wooden frame with fancy iron set pieces on each end. Along the handle is a button, however it appears pressed down on. Quick swipe of your hand reveals its magic nature. The tingle. However, this item is clearly broken. Broken how? Try touching it against the ground. As you do, it gets stuck to the ground, obviously. The broken movable rod, it is a movable rod. Sure. Whatever object it touches last, the rod will be esoteric locked and aligned with. It cannot be moved once it touches an object until it comes in contact with a second object. What constitutes an object in this case? That would be an esoteric designation, usually determined by belief or common esoteric force, or setting specific rules left by Jor. In that case, it must indicate a dynamic object connect via mass. Were you to cut off your arm, that arm would be a new object. Were you to place that arm on the ground, it's not a new object. But were you to, for example, staple the arm to the ground via pythons, then it would potentially constitute as part of the ground. Depending on how harsh of the defining forces are in this particular case, either way, there's no real use in defining those rules right now. But it would be interesting for further study at a later date. So what can this be used for? Used? Oh, nothing. This is literally a useless stick. Really? Well, if used very carefully, could be a bookend. Was it worth it? I mean, it's a cool stick. Right. Cool. We got a movable stick. An uncommon magic rod. When you press the button, it's supposed to be stuck in place, near unmovable by anything but incredible forces. This one is broken, however. The button is permanently pressed down, which causes the rod to be permanently stuck, but only to the last surface it touches. You can carry it around. Kind of neat. Well. Okay. Really interesting. Active machinery inside. I can get in? Hey, that's a rust monster. What's this? Oh. What's this? What the hell? That's red. The car keeps spinning, but you notice something. A shiny red thing stuck to the inner part of the top wheel. Interesting. I will not have my hand crushed. This would be easy. My hand is getting crushed. That seems to do nothing. It's stuck. Yeah, this is bad. Your fingers hit the ground. I'm alive. Somehow. That was fucking awful, but it was so close. Well, I got down. I'll take these. I'll take these. Refuses to budge. Oh yeah, locked up. keep the owner fear of his neighbor. I know how to open it. Here we go. And something else. This should do it. Boom. Let's open this. Oh God, thank God. What is this? Cast dancing light. Broken crates, scattered papers, a mass of abandoned equipment. Notice the ceiling, several glowstones lie shattered on the floor. The explosion must have shaken the loose. The T-blast reached even here. That blast shook everything. Wade through the debris. The place has been abandoned for some time. Dust covers everything. Most of it is worthless, worth recipe, but then he finds something. A notice. Official notice of termination, collective action violation. The roller mill owner fired everyone. They tried to form an ASGO union. All workers dismissed, effective immediately. That explains why this place is empty. The workers deserve better. They did. But the world rarely gives people what they deserve. An office. Approach the desk. Old papers, ledgers, more termination notices, and then a drawer, locked with warning. Force it open. Smooth stone. Esoteric. Magic item. Nice. Sending pebble? It tingles. A sending pebble. Sending pebble, a magic item capable of casting a weak version of the sending spell, only reaching targets within a kilometer due to it not requiring a receiving magic item. Unlike a regular sending stone, it is exceedingly expensive and rare. Oh shit, these are expensive. Slip the pebble in your pouch. Time to leave. This place giving you all it can. What a lovely delve. Nice, nice, nice. Is it intricate? Plus wisdom, plus charisma. Examine. Hold up the pebble. Got any cool riddles that fit into 30 words or less? Oh, she'll be amused by this. Are you sending me, cleric? I'm not sure how to feel about that. But a riddle? Sure, how about this? Feed me, I live. Water me, I die. What And the answer is fire. Sorry, run out here, sending you now. The answer is fire, as I'm sure you figured out. I have to say, sending is not ideal way to hand out her sending ends. You feel it, the roaring rage of a kind of things, spelling out her frustration at failing to keep her under a word limit. Yeah, I guess fire. Then it's really not ideal at all, but thanks. Your reply ends. Nice. Send a message to Snell. Hey, you up? Oh, come on, it's late. Just get over here if you want to head out again. Well, I did get permission to head out again. What's this? You! Oh, it's just a crab? Hello. Tarnian Crawler. Don't pet the crab. What do you know about the tea shop? That's not too helpful, you know. What are you voting in this election? Nice. Water lane. A statue of Earth. Who left it here? We approach the shrine. It's like in the middle of the road. No, it was chosen its path. The figure of Earth, this makeshift shrine, meant to stand exactly where it is and where it might go, ready to serve whoever needs it the most. I wish you were a man capable of something similar. Pray. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer. And tranquility. Contemplate the Sphinx riddle. An ancient creature guards the door to nothing. She does this for fun. You are not the first to complete it. If you do, it unveils something great. But the answer is not in dialogue. You will have to cast magic to show your prowess. Yes, I see. Contemplate milk. No. Fine. It comes from a cow. You like it. Many do not. A dead elf. Her death is complicated. Her girl is muddled. She is in the center of a web. But who was right and who was wrong? Contemplate your class. Identity is not easy. It's everything from fraction to home life to street. What you choose might be a first step. Choose wisely. Contemplate Riddles. The undercoast elf is a good woman. She holds many natural friends in this unnatural place. You wish to seek the green path, then be nice to her and her friends. Perhaps one day you will join them. Restore one spell slot. Let's cast Cruel Wounds. Right. How do I do this? Is this here? Yeah, let's cast Cure Wounds using this. And then we take a short rest. We need it. Exhaustion is kicking our ass. Yeah. I should go to sleep. But not before we do something in particular. What? Great, thank you. I think this is a way down. This doesn't look like where I wanted to go. I think I might be lost. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Inventory. Trinkets. Yeah, let's go. There is someone that... What's going on with these guys? The gnomes. Before... Oh, this. Wisdom. We need more. Wisdom? This gives wisdom, yes, okay. Any of these give wisdom? No. Any of these give wisdom? No. Looks that's as much wisdom as I'll get. Engage. Human. Come on, let's do this. Damn it! One shy! Fuck. Why is this not working? Okay. Come on. Are you for real? Fine. Here we go. We need to prove it. You are testament to nature. She places the bow from the desk, the ground before you, which show that you've learned in your studies. Hold your hand over the bow. Closest to you. Attempted this before, it did not go well, you believe. That's all you require. Magic's not an exact science, despite what the instructions in the Torahs used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to the rules. That's only the rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside this bowl, the strings within them, around them. Grab one of them, change it, twist a string. Oh, I did it! At first nothing, then a twinge. Whatever you touched. It is connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf noddles. What did I do? You ruined my brew. Oh no! I meant to do that. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. Perform an act of druid craft, human. I did? She gives you a lecherous smirk. Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushroom onto the ground. The contents wriggle. Before you, I made the mushrooms come to life? She looks up, reassuring you. No, they are supposed to move like that. You did not perform that big of an esoteric feat. Not yet, at least. Perhaps you can be one human I share knowledge with, if that's what you wish. Please do. I love plants. Very well. I want to learn how to speak with animals. That shouldn't be too hard. Ah, nice. Speak with animals. Speak with animals. A first level divination spell gains you the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts. These conversations can be surprisingly insightful. Cast it when you have an animal to speak with, and you should be able to hold a conversation, as long as you can keep up. Can nature protect me? Of course, with bark skin. I do have a spell, but it's down in the roots below the garden. If you pass by, take it. I keep a kashi hidden under Lord Poe. Salvage for 3. And this Lord will just give me the kashi? When we have a password, just say Minun Saskapuni, and he will open right up. You will have the other stuff inside. You can have the other stuff inside as well, since Sage Leaf wants you to succeed. What does that mean? Flattery of the highest kind. She gives you a creepy smile. Just give the password, and he will grant you access. Can druids create magical fruit? Certainly. There's a spell that would be very useful for you since you're on the run all the time. Good apple. It creates 5 apples. Each can feed a grown man for a full day. Although, considering your diet, probably down a couple. Oh, I love apples. Can I have that spell, please? I don't have that spell scroll. Sorry. But I seem to remember I handed one to Mongora. She might keep one in the roots of Pooh. Mongora? Oh, I've met her. The bugbear, right? Yes, indeed. How wonderful. She really needs more socializing down there. Such a lovely woman. Quite the python. What's she implying? How can I get that good apple scroll? Just tell her I sent you. Mongura and I are friends. You see. Good. Thank you, that's all the magic questions. That's it, bye. Time is... yeah. We are going to do those things first. The devil is no longer there, but there's a cat. Cat detected. Hello, cat. Black cat. Calm as can be. Hello, I'm from the local government. It knows more than it lets on. Wisdom comes from knowing when to act and when not to. We wish to hold a proper conversation with this magnificent... Petty cat. Validation. Yes, his grace is unmatched. If you were a cat, you'd never have trouble again. Good pet. It appears to have enjoyed the pet. Enjoy your day, citizen. Let's come over here. And down here. Huh. Empty, huh? We will sleep when we are dead. Yes, it's down here that I need to go. That's right. And I go here. And I go all the way to the tree. Is this here? Lord Pool. Touch the roots. Look beyond the roots. Hello? Minum Suskans Pudi. Oh, there we go. How polite. Let's grab it. Nice, 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 and nice. Memorized backscape. Do we have anything here? Yes. Oh, the hobgoblin is not around. It will have to be another time, I suppose. I guess she does sleep. Haha. Oh, that's not the right path. Let's go see a certain person. Because at this point, they should be around. Don't I have to speak with animals? Oh, it's not prepared. Hello, let me prepare, speak with animals. I can prepare a lot of fucking spells. Spellbook. Speak with animals. Oh, right, it's not... Oh, what? Oh wow! I completed this! They must have realized by now, you're not just some government goon, you are. Of course, I am the cleric. That's right. The one and only Norvik's protector and hero of the throne trodden, the cleric. This is your calling, your duty, your life. Since you joined the Earth Guard to make sense of this unworldly life of yours. It's your calling. This is where you found your zealotry, your love for this city, your meaning in life. Feels clerical. There are other traits as well. One with more in tune. Of course, all that druidcraft. Yes. You have shown promise as a primal caster, a friendly local druid. There is also a choice you could make in the coming years, one that would suit your demeanor well and potentially grant you access to healthy friendship. Tell me more about friendly local druid. Spend more time in the great outdoors, that is the first step. Ooh, interesting. Moist halls also count. Choose a feat. Friendly local druid. The local commune will surely accept you. Feel like you found yourself. Interesting. Question 3. Circle square conflict. A dozen dwarves and an orc walk into the tavern. The orc turns to the tavern keeper and says, "Hey, give me a large one." The tavern keeper says, "Please don't turn this into a joke. These are real people you're talking about. What's going on here? Let me continue." So the dwarves go, "No, really, what's going on? You're divided, but the truth will be achieved. Whatever, look, the gist of the story is, the orc is hard at work, improving this little city. The dwarves are annoying and stupid. Got it? You believe for a second the orc wants the city to improve? No, you've seen too much to ever believe such a lie." This is some kind of debate, yay? Revolutionary free striders will bring freedom, democracy, and riches to Norvik. The last part is the most poignant. Let us focus on each one of those points one at a time. Oh, come on. Freedom. Free striders rule would entail joining the Free City Alliance. Local politics will be focused entirely upon serving the core cities in reeds and in the interest of the trade company. Democracy, while it's true that they initiated the move towards universal suffrage, the Free Striders are known for both ruthless pushing propaganda and to vulnerable folk, as well as just simply buying votes. This is fact. Ridiculous. Riches. The claim that Free Striderism would somehow enrich the folk of Norvik is actually ridiculous. That what kind of riches are being distributed to the lower class of the cities with the already Free Strider owned factories. This is silly. Without Free Striders you'll probably be a farmer. Who the fuck wants to be a farmer? Farming is good, healthy work. Healthy. Don't change the subject. I feel like I should make a decision here. Yes, you must retain the spirit of the Asgalian revolution. A deep breath and stand up to the ever-growing wave of capitalism. You should choose Asgalian spirit and speech. Greed ain't so bad. to be able to unlock a better life for yourself? Who wouldn't want that? You should choose money talks. No longer I will need to eat food. Oh, 200 XP! Wow! That's good. Okay. Speak with animals. Everything is words. As you do, the subtle movements of the cat do not appear subtle anymore. Then it snaps, and your mind translates it out into a form you can understand. Hear a loud scoff coming from the tiny creature. Been a long time since one of you brutes learned to speak. Not tell me, cat. That's an idiotic way to greet someone. I am the tribune of stones and waters. You shall address me as such. Of course, said the tribune. This cat speaks in a jaded, regal tone. It's adorable. He's full of himself, as he should be, honestly. The goblin looks at the cat and then back at you. Neat. You go ahead and interrogate the cat. I'll be here when you're done. I'll be frank, Humano. Never cared too much for your kind. Humano? And I tapped at cat's speech. How glib. Understandable. The brute is subservient here, fitting of your kind. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you, if that's what you're expecting. Feed his ego enough to get actual answers. Nice. You want real answers? Feed his ego. Easiest way to do that is compliment me. But not soft compliments. Hard compliments. You are a legendary creature of the dusk and downs, the tribune. The coast trembles at your appearance as it longs for your presence. Yes, well. Bards will surely write songs of my accomplishment. This is true. This is true. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think that would be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Will you go away if I do? Absolutely. Fine. Blue fire awoke me from my slumber. Had I been closer, my whiskers would have been fried. Wait for him to continue. I wanted to know who'd caused this ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins ran around like crazy, trying to put out the flame. I saw a brute like you, but in garish yellow cloth, being interrogated by some of them, meaning yellow. And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have wings appeared. Celestia. On her orders, the tea shop, yes, they hammered it shut. Then she did something, wave glow on it, locking spell to keep outsiders from entering the crime scene. That is it. Now leave. Thank you for the information. Well, wasn't there a sneaky stairs here? Yes. We've had enough excitement for one day. It's time to bring this to an end, I think. Is this here? Oh, here we go. I think this is a good stopping point. So next time we are going to handle this. Thanks for watching. Esoteric Ed. And oh, my guy is in front of the spells. This is becoming a problem. Eh. This should work. Until next time. Bye bye. Oh, and please subscribe.